it is a game of the future. And we're playing 4 midfielders and 3 strikers. When you play 1 striker, it is not the same as playing 2 strikers. Not the same as playing 3 strikers. When you play 3 strikers, it's got a different reflection. When you have 4 midfielders, it's better than having 2.
We up like song, Chiefs in the cut, Kaiser gold shining, you know what's up.
What's up, Kosi Nation? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another episode of Kaizer Chiefs Uncut. Thank you for being here with me. You could have been anywhere else, but you are here. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. As you see in the title of the video, coaching Kaizer Chiefs is not easy. But before we get to it, first I'd like to congratulate Willard Katsande on becoming, as he was appointed, head coach of Rangers FC in Zimbabwe. Well done, my guy. Congratulations to you, man. Willard Katsande was always a faithful player for Kaizer Chiefs. He was a winner, and he was a brilliant ambassador for Kaizer Chiefs after he stopped playing. And we're gonna wish him well in his new endeavor as a coach. Hopefully he'll come back and coach Kaizer Chiefs and help us win like he used to help us win when he was a player. Yes, sir. Well done, my guy. Let's get to it. Coaching Kaizer Chiefs is not easy, man. I'm saying this because since Stuart Baxter's tenure in 2015, we had a number of coaches. A lot of guys came on there, tried to make Kaizer Chiefs win, couldn't win the league since 2015. It's been a long time. We cried as fans, as supporters. We complained. We wanted this guy. We didn't want that guy. I remember Atazwane, we forced management to give him a chance. Saying, nah, Atazwane must get a chance now and stuff like that. Actually, now I want to go through a list since Stuart Baxter's tenure in 2015. The list of coaches since then. Let's start there. Stuart Baxter left July 2015, and then we had Steve Komphela. He was there from 2015 to 2018, and then he failed. From 2018 July, when Steve Komphela left, to December, Giovanni Solinas, he came on there, the Italian. He failed. He lasted just a few months. December 2018, he left Kaizer Chiefs, and then Ernst Menendorp, he came on for his second stint. Well, I think he tried. That's that COVID season where he almost won the league. He came on there from 2018 until the end of the season of 2020. COVID did him badly. He almost won the league, as you all know. And then we had Kevin Hunt. Kevin Hunt, we were so happy that we got Kevin Hunt. He joined us there in 2020 until 2021. He failed. Stuart Baxter came back to replace him in 2021 to 2022. He also failed this time round. We begged for Atazwane to be given a chance. Atazwane was given a chance in 2022 to 2023. He failed also. In 2023, we got Molefi Ntseki. He failed. He couldn't even last 6 months. He got hired in July 2023. In October, he was out of there. And then Calvin Johnson was recruited from the junior teams from the development side to come coach Kaizer Chiefs from October 2023 until the end of the season 2024. He failed. And then Coach Nabi, he came in there July 2024 and he left September 2025. He only won he did better than all of them because he won a cup in that time. He won the Nedbank Cup in 2025. So I don't know, man, what you guys think. And then now the 2 co-coaches came on September 2025, and till now they're still coaching now, the co-coaches. So my point, man, is that we had a number of coaches. They all tried, they all failed in that last 10, 11 years. But I'd like to focus on Kevin Hunt, because Kevin Hunt was the one that we thought, yeah, now finally our problems are going to be over. Kevin Hunt came in there. Kevin Hunt coached 19 matches in the league. He won 8, he drew 6, and he lost 5. So he accumulated 30 points as manager of Kaizer Chiefs, or coach of Kaizer Chiefs, and his points per match, the average was 1.58 points per match. And then in the season, the whole season, the 2020-2021 season, we did so bad. We only got 36 points in the 30 matches. We only got 36 points in the whole season. Luckily we were 8th position because the league is so weak, so we were 8th, luckily. And now you see Kevin Hunt is one of those coaches, man, with a brilliant record in the league. See, when it comes to South African football, only a few coaches have won the league, and Kevin Hunt is one of them. Which could count about Gordon Igerson, Abu Mohsin, Ted Dimitri, Ito, Musimani, Rulani Mukwena. Not a lot of coaches came here and won the league, especially South African coaches. I could count a few South African coaches that won the league. Abu Pito Musimani, Rulani Mukwena, Gordon Igerson, and him, Kevin Hunt. He won it 4 times. Just like Pito, he won it 4 times. He won it 3 times with SuperSport United, and he won it once with Viz. So he's a very capable coach. He's a very, very good coach. But he came on there at Kaizer Chiefs. He didn't do an average job. He did a bad job. He did a bad job at Kaizer Chiefs. You know what I mean? Now let's look at Calvin Johnson. Calvin Johnson, I know he might not be such a big name in coaching here in South Africa, but his CV is very, very good. Before he was given a chance to coach there at Kaizer Chiefs, his last job before that was the assistant coach of Al Ahly in Egypt. Yes, he was the assistant coach for Pito Musimani in Egypt. And so even if he didn't win the league here in South Africa, he did win the league with Al Ahly, the 2019-20 season with Al Ahly as assistant coach to Pito Musimani. And they won the CAF Champions League twice, in the 19 and 20 season and the 2021 season. So he's got vast experience. We could say he's also a good coach. He knows, he's seen it all. But he came there to Kaizer Chiefs. He did badly. He couldn't even do an average job. I also had hope when he came on there. I thought he would do something, but nah, man, I was wrong. He was also dismal. His performance was below par, substandard. He coached 22 matches at Kaizer Chiefs. Before he coached 22 matches because he took over the season. He won 6 matches out of the 22. He drew 6 and he lost 9. That's terrible. He accumulated 32 points. And Kaizer Chiefs that season, they had only accumulated 36 points. And we finished 10th. We couldn't even make it into the top 8. And his points per match average was 1.14. Terrible, terrible. And just to mention, the co-coaches, their points per match average right now is 3.0. 3.0. You see, out of all the coaches that I mentioned here that coached Kaizer Chiefs in the past 10-11 years, they have the highest point per match average, 3.0. Stuart Baxter didn't even match that. Stuart Baxter, in the season that he won the league, his points per match average was 2.0. So these guys, even though we're complaining, they did better than most of these coaches on here. They did better than most of these coaches here. I'm not standing up for them. I'm not sticking up for them. I think they lack experience as coaches. Coach Ben Khalil and Cedric Kazi, they lack a lot of coaching expertise. The way I see it, when they look at the match, how I see the match when I'm sitting on the stands and how they see the match on the bench is totally different. It seems like they don't know what's going on. They're not consistent with their lineups. At Kaizer Chiefs, we don't have a core team where we say these 6, 7, 8 guys are the core of the team. We know if these guys are playing, then we're in good hands and we can just patch with the other guys on the skeleton of the team. No, every match, different lineup. I know we had a lot of injuries, but if you have a skeleton of the team, you just replace the injured guys. You don't change the whole team, man. Some guys are just part-time players at Kaizer Chiefs. They just play sometimes. Casting Sereno is depressed. Ule Mori is getting a lot of game time. He's not doing anything with it. Silva is missing a lot of chances. And it seems like after that match, Mdu missed a few chances as Stellenbosch. He was not given a chance. I don't know what's up with that. But ever since, they haven't played Mdu after those matches. But we haven't been able to create none of those chances. So he can create the chances. You know, I don't understand the coaches, man. The two coaches, clearly they're not good enough for Kaizer Chiefs. I guess like we're gonna have to let them finish the season. Kaizer Motaung Jr. promised that the next season will be better. Let's just hope that these guys can get us into the CAF Confederation spot in the number 3 position. Let's just hope, man. And if they can do that for us and they can go, man, they will be in the top 8. Maybe we can win the top 8 next season. Who knows, man? But Kosi Nation, tell me what you guys think. Do you think if we get Pitso and if we get Rulani, if we get Benny McCarthy, it's a guarantee that Chiefs is gonna win the league. Chiefs will win everything. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure about that. Kevin Hunt failed with all his stature, with all his records. Kelvin Johnson, he had a nice record, but he didn't do so well at Kaizer Chiefs. I don't know. So, Kosi Nation, tell me what you guys think. I'm not for these coaches. I want these coaches to go. Even if they go today, I wouldn't mind. If they go at the end of the season, it's still cool. Kosi Nation, thank you for tuning in and staying up to this far. If you liked any part of the video, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. And I'd like to thank all my members, man. I love my members. Good things are coming. You know how it is. Kosi Nation, Kosi Alpelimo, yeah. Love and peace. I'm out.